The Oklahoma State Meal. It's chicken fried steak, barbecue pork, biscuits with sausage gravy, fried okra, cornbread, corn, black-eyed peas, squash, strawberries, pecan pie, an estimated 2,700 calories. The Oklahoma State Meal is a food mountain just waiting to be summited, and I'm just the sap to try. My good friend Greg Elwell, food writer and fellow average Joe like myself, is going to coach me up to try and tackle this challenge. Well, I am joined here today with one of my good friends, Greg Elwell, Oklahoma Today contributor, and the mastermind behind the I Ate Oklahoma website and webpage. And we were at one of my favorite places, one of our favorite places, 7 Asian Bistro in Oklahoma City. Greg, thanks for joining me today.
You never have to ask. I'll just show up here.
Yes.
I have a tracker on your car.
Yes.
And I know when you're here. And I know when I've not been invited.
Well, we've got a fantastic spread here today at 7. They kill it every time. We've got some calamari, some pork spare ribs.
And then, of course, the beloved P8.
Yes, our go-to, for sure. So we brought you on the show because I am on this quest to eat the Oklahoma State Meal.
Yes.
And you wrote a story for us in our February issue about the monster that is the Oklahoma State Meal.
We had wanted it to be sort of a history piece about the origins of the Oklahoma State Meal, but what we found very early on is that there's not much history to it. This is not, it's not like 1907, Governor Bill Alfalfa Murray had nothing to do with this. It really was, but in the 80s, it kind of seemed like I think it was a tourism thing, and I think it was something where you had, I don't know if maybe they had an idea that they were going to come up with the one state dish or this or that. You know, Texas has chili con carne, but Oklahoma was just like, no, I'm sure Rush Springs was like, it's got to be watermelon. And
a lot of lobbying, you think?
Yeah, I truly do. I think it was kind of taking the pun intended, the pork back home to the people. And so and that's why it's so wide ranging and so massive, and of course that's why it's become a challenge for someone to eat it all in isn't it 46 minutes?
For
47.
I round number 45, right?
No, I think it's
because... do they do something special? I need to look it up. I don't actually know the answer to this. If I'm going to be eating the meal, I need to know exactly how many
Oklahoma's the 46th state, right?
Yes. Yeah. That would be clever. I hope that is.
I think that's what it is.
If it's not, I'm going to request that because that just makes more logical sense. And you chose a lot of the best places to get the individual items.
Yeah, and really a statewide, what I wanted with this story that's in the latest issue was a travelogue for somebody who is coming through the state and wants to experience a state meal, but is not insane like you and trying to eat it all at once. So it really is, it's very wide ranging. There's so many places because it is representative of the Oklahoma experience. And every different region has their own specialties. So, and then of course there's stuff that you can just find literally anywhere. It's hard to walk into a place that doesn't have sausage, gravy, and biscuits at this point.
Well, one of the reasons I wanted to eat here specifically is because the state meal. When did that come out? The
1980s.
1980s, yes. And I feel like Oklahoma food and diet has progressed a little since then. So what are some of the items? I think pho comes to mind, of course, and you won't find much better pho than here at 7 Asian Bistro.
No.
What other sort of items can you think of that could be added to the updated Oklahoma State Meal?
It makes no sense at all to not have Mexican food heavily featured on the Oklahoma State Meal, and I think if I was to choose, I would go with sour cream chicken enchiladas. I feel like that is if you were to just ask generally across the state, what's the most acceptable, inoffensive Mexican restaurant dish? It's going to be sour cream and chicken enchiladas.
Yes, and to add on to that, I think every Oklahoma State meal should start with a free queso bowl.
Yes, you have to have chips, queso, and salsa. The setup.
The setup, yeah.
That's a must. I definitely think that pho needs to be on there. I would also argue ramen has really picked up across the state. Why not cheeseburgers? How is there not a cheeseburger on the Oklahoma State meal?
Oklahoma has its own meal, the El Reno onion burger. Where's that?
Yes, an El Reno onion burger should 100% be on there. And the fact that, the El Reno onion burger existed well before the Oklahoma State meal. Whoever the representative from El Reno was at that point was asleep at the wheel.
Yes.
There's no reason not to have that on there. There are certain things that I definitely think should stay. I think chicken fried steak is another absolute must. If I have somebody who's coming in from out of town and they're asking what a quintessential Oklahoma meal is, for me it is. It's chicken fried steak and gravy.
It really is.
I just think that is so representative of the state, and it's also something that we do really well. Like lots of places do a good job. Kendall's in Noble is the one that was mentioned in the story, but
they make a big one. That's another challenge I can do for another day. If I really feel like some self-loathing, I can get into that one too. Or I can just eat the regular one at any time.
When they brought me out, so when I did the Greg versus Food story years ago.
So Greg versus Food, this is how many places did you attempt to do their food challenge?
Jeez. The one thing I can tell you is I failed miserably. Didn't.
How many did you
successfully?
How many did you successfully do? 0? And this is my coach?
This is your coach. Hey man, you sought me out for this. I love food and I can eat a lot of food, but I'm not like a under pressure food eater. Like, my gosh.
It's a different genre.
Yes.
Well, do you have any tips for me? Not that I can apply to maybe have a chance at finishing this meal.
You want to eat something like, don't starve yourself.
Okay.
In advance.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
In fact,
that was going to be my strategy.
I would, if I were you, I would eat a fairly, not like a huge meal, but I would go for some real big salads in advance. You want something that's going to fill you up without necessarily like packing on a bunch of calories, and just get your stomach to kind of drinking a lot of water too. Like do all that and have breakfast that morning. Something small, but if you go in starving, you're going to try to sprint through it, and this is a marathon.
Okay.
If it's 46 minutes, then by God, 45 minutes and 45 seconds, if you're lucky, is when you take that last bite.
Well, I guess my last question is, Greg, do you believe in me?
I definitely believe in you.
That's good.
I don't believe.
That's the first time anyone's told me that.
I don't think you're going to be able to win this, but you're here.
I am here.
I believe in you. This is as much belief as at this point. At this point in my life, I need to be able to touch things to believe in them, and you have been touched.
Well, we'll see.
Touched by an angel.
We'll see if we can get through this bubble.
The fact that you went for the medium instead of the large immediately made me wonder.
Well, thank you, Greg, for coming.
Oh, thank you for having me, and so great to be back with the Oklahoma Today podcast.
Now I'm absolutely starving. So
okay,
let's
get to it.
Okay, Ben, getting ready to hit the journey. How are we feeling? Are you feel prepared?
I feel pretty good. So today's the big day, and I've been working on expanding my stomach. I ate a big salad last night. Yeah, I have between last night and now, I've had about half a gallon of water. So the idea is to expand my stomach, but with stuff that will go away quickly. I have no idea if this will work, but we're gonna try my best. I also wore sweatpants because I'm gonna need something with some give, I think.
You ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Let's go.
We're here finally at Isla's, the only place in Oklahoma where you can get the full Oklahoma state meal. They have their state meal eating challenge. I've heard that only one person has been able to succeed so far, but as they say, there's a second time for everything. So I'm gonna give it my best.
Are you ready?
I am very hungry, and we'll see where that takes me.
I'm excited to watch. Let's go.
Okay, thanks, Chris. And so begins my quest. The prize, my picture with Isla's Golden Driller Trophy. A 3-foot-tall, pie-wielding muffler man who only keeps champions in his company. This is my shot at history. Oh wow, that is a big platter. All right, this is gonna be tougher than I anticipated. This is a big, wow. So let's see, we should probably go through the parts of it before we start. Just to point out everything on the state meal. We've got the chicken fried steak here with the sausage gravy, yeah. Some great fried okra, definitely a staple in Oklahoma food. I guess these are the massive, is this the biscuits or the cornbread? This is the cornbread, right? Or biscuit, these are the biscuits, oh my goodness. And these are the cornbread rolls. We've got pecan pie here. Looks like the cheese grits with the barbecue pork on top. So we got two components at once. And I believe this is the the corn and squash casserole, I think.
There's the corn.
Oh yeah, there's the corn. This is the squash casserole?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yes. And also we got the strawberry jam, that's part of it. Ooh, is this, well, what is this? Oh, wait, am I not allowed to do that?
You're cheating.
Dill? It's like a dill something. That's not gravy. Okay. Interesting. Well, I like that because that's something, oh, this is for the okra. Okay. This is butter?
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my God, here we go. So I'm trying to cut up some steak bits to hopefully be able to eat it a little faster. I'm not, we're not gonna worry about perfect rectangles. Just gonna try to chop it up a little bit. This is costing me some eating time, but hopefully will save me in consumption time. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing.
First bite.
First bite.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh man, this is gonna be some good steak. Oh wow. Okay, I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna shovel this in.
Okay. Don't be self-conscious.
There's no going back. All right,
Just power it through.
the steak is delicious.
Well, we're not here as a food critic.
We're not here as a food critic. I'm really hoping the butter doesn't count. Wow. It is like kind of, it's a bit of irony that this is so delicious and I had to go through it so fast. Ooh.
Not yet. No who's yet. Too early for that. Ladies and gentlemen, the chicken fry.
Pretty much done.
Pretty much done.
I'm gonna have to keep in mind, marathon,
Not a sprint.
Although-
36 minutes, 36, you're good.
A fast marathon.
You're good.
I am slowing down.
Nope, no slowing down. 35 minutes.
All right, so the steak
is gone.
It's not.
All right.
I feel like that was an accomplishment.
In and of itself. Yep.
See how clear, if I can clear this. Squash. Oh, cheesy squash casserole. Pretty good. I wonder. No, I'm not gonna mess with it.
About 12 minutes in, how we feeling?
I can definitely feel it.
You're killing it.
I'm killing something.
It's like an NBA game. Even though you're in the lead, there's going to be runs by the other team. You just have to sustain,
Yeah.
withstand the runs. That's probably not the best verbiage in the world.
Oh, I'm about to clear this squash casserole. I mean, I don't know what counts as.
I think that counts.
I think that counts too.
All right. Where are we going next? I think the pie has to be last because you can always cram in sweets.
Yeah. Let me revisit the okra. My good friend, okra.
How's he
Is
doing?
that-
He's doing very well.
If that's what you want to call it.
Making more progress than I've seen in a while. So I think he can do it. I have full faith.
27 minutes.
I did prepare. Yeah, all this bread is going to be tough. I got to get through at least one of these biscuits. Preferably both, of course. Kind of a strawberry jam here. Ooh, look at that. It's not too thick, quite runny, but maybe it'll dissolve this bread a little bit. I might eat it the two halves separately. We'll see how that goes. This is gonna be messy. Might get some jam stuff on your mic equipment. Everything's just so tasty. I can't get over it.
So far, no jam shrapnel. We're good. Fit check. How we feeling?
I gotta move on from the biscuit.
All right.
I just want to do one of these pie slices.
All right.
I feel like I should be making progress on these grits. It's just gonna have to wait, man.
20 minutes.
Whew. I wonder what would happen if I took 5 minutes
To
just
rest.
to jazz myself up and then like attack again.
Don't you think if you stopped, you might just stop?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. I might be close to John Chris.
18 minutes. All right. Take a minute.
There's no reason to throw in the towel.
No.
We still
No.
got a lot of time.
Yeah, take a minute.
See if I can get that composure back.
They didn't say you couldn't get up and run around or something, do some jumping jacks. There you go.
They did not say that. I'm afraid of what would happen if I started the jumping jack right now.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
It's looking unlikely. I still want to make a little more progress though. So let's try these grits. Keep in mind, this is not me at peak form trying these grits, so I'm sure they were exceptional coming out of the oven. Ooh. Yeah. Imagining myself eating all this is like impossible right now. I just don't think any more food's going down. Or like, I could go for it, but I'm afraid of like what will happen on to your fine camera equipment here. So 15 minutes to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm proud of what we've done today.
You're not throwing it in, are you? You're not.
I'm getting pretty clear,
gonna
pretty
call it?
close,
No.
Chris. I'm just like, I'm having a hard time.
Seeing.
Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
It might be time to call it, Chris.
Okay.
It's just, I'm looking at this food, and I'm like, I can no way picture that entering my body.
Okay. Well,
So,
E for effort.
I think with 15 minutes, that's done for me.
All right.
Chris, do you want any of my great leftovers?
No, it doesn't. I'm going to pass on that. Thank you. Not to say that it doesn't look delicious when it came out.
Uh-huh. Oh, is this my white flag? Waving the white flag. The crumpled, stained.
All right, so the
Well,
official
nothing.
time was, you made it till 13,
I mean,
14, whatever. All right.
I don't have to officially quit, but I just can't imagine going any farther.
Yeah, you can wait 8 minutes and have 5 minutes to start down the rest of it if you want to.
Okay, let's just imagine. Let's just see.
What you're going to feel like in 5 minutes or 8 minutes?
Yeah. I'm not gonna feel like eating this.
No?
I'll take it away from you.
Okay.
Chris, if you were me, if you were in my situation, what would you be eating next?
Well, at this point, what was the most enjoyable?
The pie, for
Well, then eat
sure.
the pie. Mm-hmm. If you're gonna call it, then eat the pie.
The pie is the one thing I could imagine myself eating some more.
Yeah.
Like, everything else is way too heavy. The pie, at least, like, I could take a bite of this pie right now.
Yeah. All right.
It was good.
Yeah.
And the sugar just kind of helps. The rest of it, oh my goodness, I just can't. It was all very delicious, though. I don't know who I'm fooling. I'm not gonna finish this pie either. Oh man.
Well, remember what Nathan said, safety first.
Yeah.
So with 10 minutes and 42 seconds left in the game, our champion has called it a day.
Yeah.
But that's a very valiant effort.
It was a good effort.
All right, so over here we got the t-shirt. Officially, we have failed. We made it really close, though. Good job.
I'm gonna wear that with pride. Now. Oh, and it has all the ingredients on the
Oh,
bag.
that's awesome.
I mean, it's got me all over it, baby.
And then we're gonna get a Polaroid picture of you and what the food we got.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Wah, wah.
Okie challenge failed. But with style.
There you go. Yeah.